Good morning, preps, and welcome back to reading. This is our third day of looking at this digraph, WR, which makes the sound. So yesterday you might have made your special wrist with Mrs. Ballard, and today we're going to practice building words with this digraph. So remember, when we see those two letters together, we're not going to make two sounds, because you might look at that and think, I need to say but that's not it. When you see that digraph, you just need to make one sound, and that sound is So let's have a practice of it. Okay, up on the board, I've got my digraph here, and I've got some word families over here. When we're working out new words, the best thing to do is to start by working out the word family first. So here we've got an A and a P, app. So there's our word family. Now let's bring that first sound over. App. Ooh, what's that sound? Rap. Very good. Now, I can practice, when I've said it, I can now practice writing it. So it's really good to practice that as well. And I could even draw a picture. Here's my chicken wrap.
Oh, I was hoping
lettuce.
you were going to do that. I'm feeling hungry again.
So there we go, preps. There's our first word. Now here is a different word family. I can see an E making a eh, and I can see an N making a N sound. So let's put those two sounds together first. N. Now let's bring down our starting sound. Ren. Ren. It's wren. And remember, wren is a tiny little baby bird. So let's practice writing it. I can copy, make sure I put my W first before the R, and then I can practice drawing it. And wrens have a little tail like that, and do some legs. Doesn't have to be a perfect picture, because remember, the point of this lesson today is not the drawing, it's actually building words. So don't spend too much time on your drawing. Okay, let's build another word. Move these ones down. All right, I have three sounds here. This one's a little bit more challenging. I've got an I. Now remember, I makes a I. I've got an S making a S. And I've got a T making a T. So now I'm going to work out these sounds first. Ist. Ist. Now, I've got that word family. It's ist. Now I'm going to bring down my digraph. Remember, it's one sound. Ist. Wrist. Ah, that's our thras word. Fantastic. Let's write it. And this one was more challenging to sound out because it had more letters in the word family there. There's a blend at the end. I'm going to draw my wrist. There we go. And I'll point to that part of the wrist. Okay, which we've all learnt about. Let's make a new word with our WR digraph. Now this one is also challenging because there's a digraph at the end. We've learnt that one before. Remember, when C and K are together, we don't go k, k, we just say k. Now we know that E makes a eh, so we're going to put those two sounds together. Ek, ek. Now let's bring down this digraph. Here it is. Ek, wreck. Fantastic. Now I might just draw my shipwreck. Here's my water again, and there is a corner of a ship falling in the water, wreck down the bottom, and maybe even a box of treasure.
And there's probably a few fishies swimming around in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
How did I forget those?
Like a Nemo or...
Yeah, and then this one's
was
a
it
shark.
Dory? And shark. Bruce the shark.
Alrighty, now preps. Mrs. Ballard showed you a book with this word in it. Now this is super challenging because we haven't yet learnt this one. This is coming up.
This is a trick.
So it's a digraph, and you can see the letters N, and N makes a N sound, and you can see the letter G, and G makes a G. Now when they're together, we're not going to say Ng. What we will say is a new sound. It's very similar to them though, and it goes like this. Okay, so that's one sound. We've got the O making the O. So putting those two sounds together, let's go. Ong. Ong. Now let's bring down our digraph. Ong. wrong. There we go. And you're on the wrong whiteboard. Might put a big cross for wrong. There we go. And that is, and oh my goodness, do you know what I didn't do for these two?
You didn't write the words.
I didn't write the words. That was actually a really important part. So if
It's
you
kind
see,
of the most important. But anyway.
if you see that you didn't write the words like Mrs. Mac, you can just make a little bit of space and write those words. Might even underline that digraph there.
And you could do that in your book as well.
That's right. Now, when you're at home, you're going to do that with the word slide, not with the magnetic letters, unless, of course, you've got them. So I'll just show you.
You could
how
do them
to
with
it.
both if you've got them. That's right.
So you're going to cut out, and perhaps you can do this. You might just need a little bit of help with the.
I think just with the little slidey bit, we
The
might
slits in the
help
middle.
from parents.
I'll show you a shortcut, but you may need a little bit of help for that one. So you cut out that bit, cut out your.
Oh, and
Try
I
and
can
keep
see
it-
you doing a lovely job cutting out the edges, Mrs. May.
I am holding the paper so carefully with my thumbs on top. Always remember that, preps. Sometimes it's tempting to do this, but it hurts your wrist. Ooh, wrist.
Don't want to hurt your wrist.
No, not when we're learning about WR. That would be crazy. So once you've done that, you'll put that rubbish in the bin, not on the floor like I did. Now, the tricky way to do this is to do a little cut. So you kind of bend the paper, get the scissors in, and keep going. And remember, do ask Mum and Dad for help if that is too challenging. Because look, even I'm finding it challenging.
Yeah, and it's not even the weekend.
Alrighty, and there
But
we
you'll
go.
love it when it's done, perhaps, because then you can make your word slides.
That's right. And thread it through. Now you know how to do this because we did this at school. There's my first word. So you're going to say the word app. And then in your books, you're going to write the word and then draw a picture with your word slides. You've got all the same words that I had here. Have a go at home. See you later.